To achieve successful plant production, we first need to ensure sufficient nitrogen. Nitrogen is the key driver of yield and the main limiting factor in food production. In both conventional and organic farming, nitrogen is most commonly supplied either through mineral fertilizers in conventional production or through animal manure in organic agriculture, which is considered a less harmful alternative. Mineral fertilizers in conventional farming cause serious health issues, primarily by damaging soil health. They reduce biodiversity and overall abundance of soil microorganisms, thereby endangering the entire soil microbiome. That's why, on conventional fields, you won't find earthworms in the soil. On the other hand, in organic farming, where animal manure is most often used as a nitrogen source, to ensure enough nitrogen for satisfactory yields, according to the European Nitrate Directive, that's around 170 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare, you will introduce several times higher doses of phosphorus and potassium. Over the years, phosphorus accumulates in the soil, leading to a nutrient imbalance. Again, we face problems with the soil microbiome, and even though phosphorus is a very immobile element, it can leach into deeper layers and contaminate groundwater. In the past, manure was a rich source of organic matter, full of living microorganisms, a real balm for the soil. In modern livestock farming, the increasingly frequent use of antibiotics, growth hormones, and other pharmaceutical products, these substances end up on your fields through manure, disrupting the soil microbiome, polluting groundwater, and contaminating your crops. Recognizing these challenges, at LoginEKO, we've created a food production model that eliminates both major sources of pollution, mineral fertilizers and manure. We base our production on legumes. These plants are unique in nature due to their ability to form symbiosis with bacteria of the Rhizobium genus, which can fix atmospheric nitrogen. The atmosphere contains 78% nitrogen. However, plants cannot use it in that form. It needs to be converted into a form they can absorb. That's exactly what the bacteria living on the root systems of legumes do. At LoginEKO, we've tested over 10 different legume species and achieved the best results with peas. Let's take a look at these nodules and see how legumes fix nitrogen and how they perform their magic. If you look at this root system, you'll see plenty of nodules. Please pay attention to their color. It's very important that they are pinkish. This color means they are microbiologically active. White nodules are inactive, while old degraded ones are brown. So, look at the number of pink nodules on the root system of your peas or any other legume. At LoginEKO, we achieved the best results with winter peas. 1 hectare of winter peas at LoginEKO provides 225 kilograms of organic nitrogen on average. Our best crops produce over 300 kilograms, and that's only in the above-ground biomass. To understand the value, that is equivalent to buying 500 to 650 kilograms of urea. We get that nitrogen for free, right in our field. Our peas provide nitrogen not only to a single crop, but also to those that follow. In our smart crop rotation, peas always come first as the main nitrogen supplier for the system. After peas, we usually sow a winter cereal, in our case, winter oats. And then grow crops that require less nitrogen but have high market value, such as flax. Next, we introduce another legume, such as chickpeas, and we finish our 5-year crop rotation with sunflower, which, thanks to its strong, deep, and highly active root system, absorbs all remaining traces of nitrogen, even from deeper soil layers. So, one pea crop provides enough nitrogen for several following crops, ensuring good yields while maintaining soil health. Economically speaking, we save around €300 per hectare annually thanks to peas. Conventional farmers buy mineral fertilizers, poison their soil, and pay around €300 to €400 per hectare for it, while we get it practically for free. The cheapest nitrogen is the one you produce yourself, and by following the LoginEKO YouTube channel, you'll learn how to make free nitrogen in your own field. However, peas should be handled carefully. Growing peas too frequently on the same field can lead to diseases and pests specific to peas, and in that case, you lose nitrogen. That's why we implemented our innovative complex crop rotation, which cultivates 5 different crops that do not share the same diseases. This way, we have a nitrogen supplier, a leading nitrogen consumer such as oats, which will, through its yield, create a very good financial effect. Then, a minor nitrogen consumer such as winter flax, which has a lower yield but a high market price. Then, a genetically distant legume that doesn't share all diseases with peas, like chickpeas. And finally, sunflower. The average yields we achieve in our system are 5.3 tons of wheat per hectare, 4.3 tons of oats, and 2.1 tons of sunflowers. And, of course, all of this without using mineral fertilizers or manure. This result shows precisely what the LoginEKO system delivers: high yields while maintaining soil health. In producing our winter cereals, we saved over 600 kilograms per hectare of mineral fertilizer, or over 30 tons per hectare of manure, quantities that would be applied in conventional or organic farming to achieve similar yields in our agroecological conditions. And all of that, thanks to this fantastic plant, winter peas, that we use to produce free, ecologically pure nitrogen on our land. We will talk about the technology of growing peas in the next video, so that each of you in your fields can produce a sufficient amount of nitrogen and a sufficient amount of protein-rich pea grain. So, what did we learn today? Mineral and artificial fertilizers, as well as manure, are the most common nitrogen sources in conventional and organic farming. However, they cause numerous adverse effects on soil health and the entire agroecosystem. Fortunately, they are not the only option. A much healthier, cheaper, and smarter alternative is growing legumes, which provide free nitrogen directly in your field. A smart crop rotation ensures sufficient nitrogen and excellent yields without the need for mineral fertilizers or manure. It also saves significant costs by avoiding transport and application of those fertilizers. Prinosi o kojima smo govorili danas su ostvareni The yields we discussed today were achieved on our large-scale production fields. We cultivate 3,250 hectares, on which we produce 9,870 tons of organic crops in 2025. If you found this helpful, follow our channel. In the next video, we'll show concrete examples of our 5-year crop rotation and demonstrate how to produce your own free, ecologically pure nitrogen for your crops. Greetings from LoginEKO from Uncle Jura.